Hello, trading is closed on October 31st, 2018. We had some calls yesterday when we wanted to see higher prices. We got that. But I made the recording. Futures are only about here, if I remember right. We had some higher price targets. We said they wouldn't print in the day, but until we had a chance to see this one, which we did. It's always nice when these things hit right on the nose like that, but again, nothing works that well every single time. Typically, this is an area of resistance at and just over the target. We got what we expected, which is a pattern with a early low and a late high. The pattern usually rallies into the close. When that doesn't happen, it leads to lower prices the next day. It doesn't mean we close lower. So unless we take out these highs early, ideally by gapping over them, we should see lower prices. Tomorrow's pattern is the one with the early low. Doesn't mean you won't gap up first. Doesn't help the bulls that we gapped up, hit a series of new highs and couldn't hold on to any of them. MEJT said this drop would stick and prices would retrace. Said the rally was false and they retraced, which they did. Unless we take this out, I'm looking to see lower prices tomorrow. How much lower isn't perfectly clear, but the obvious targets are closing the gap and hitting these prior highs. Doesn't mean we have to hit them, but that's where I expect to see support. As far as taking this one out, I'm not so certain we're ready to do that yet. We did have resistance right at today's high. This is 50% of the whole consolidation to 61% retracement of this drop. It's where these trend lines meet, all there. So we did get a reversal from a strong resistance area, but even though we had a reversal, we were able to close. This is yesterday's close, closing over this prior low. Today's close, we closed over this prior low and this prior low. So even though the ending with a disappointment for the bulls, we still accomplished something, which in this market is no small feat. We closed over prior lows. I was thinking we had an ABC, and maybe we do, but there's at least a possibility that wave C isn't over. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be one more wave down. If it is wave 5, I'm hoping it'll truncate and this will support. This will not be undercut. It's not a lock, but we're still getting support from my secondary indicators, the RSI and the CCI, that this pattern with lower lows and higher lows is still compatible with this holding, which for now at least is what I'm going to assume is true. But for tomorrow, as long as this high isn't overtaken early, we should see lower prices. It could be a lot lower because here are your support levels. But that doesn't mean we necessarily have to close lower. And until proven otherwise, we're calling this a significant low. And that's today's call.